Hello guys, I'm Sergio, the expert at salt, and today we are going to explain you the properties of salt and how to replace it from your diet. Salt is not only a condiment that enhances the tasting of food, it's an indispensable mineral for our lives because our body needs it for working properly. Its advantages are: it contributes to the body being well hydrated, introducing water inside the cells, helps control the amount of water in the body and regulate body fluids. It's essential for the nervous system to transmit impulses to the brain and for muscle relaxation. But the excess of salt can be dangerous for the health. The amount of salt that the kidneys are not able to eliminate accumulates in the blood. As salt accumulates the body's fluid, the volume of circulating blood increases and the heart is forced to work more to move all the blood. This increases blood pressure, hypertension, which can end up triggering renal and cardiovascular disorders, myocardial or cerebral infarctions, heart failure, among other diseases. At the same time, too much salt in the body causes the elimination with calcium elimination, risk of osteoporosis, favors some types of tumors such as stomach cancer, obstructs the function of the respiratory system, and favors overweight and obesity. Therefore, it's not advisable to take large amounts of salt. The World Health Organization (WHO) recommends taking about 5 grams of salt per day, 1 full teaspoon of coffee. You have to limit salt to the maximum if you had hypertension, kidney or liver problems, cardiovascular disease, overweight or fluid retention. Savory lovers and those who cannot eat if it's not with a salt cellar next to the plate may find it impossible to just eat 5 grams of salt a day. However, it's shown that a balanced diet does not have to exceed that amount. It's important to have clear that the salt we add to food accounts for 20% of our total salt consumption. Other 72% of the salt we take is from pre-cooked foods, preserves and many other processed products, including although they do not have a salty taste. The remaining 80% is the salt that is naturally present in food. Salt can be substituted for foods such as for spices or lemon, which give flavor and aroma. Consume frequently fresh foods instead of pre-cooked foods. Do not salt the food while you are cooking it. You can add it when you finished it. When you eat at a restaurant, ask them to prepare your dish with no salt and to bring the salt separately. At the supermarket, choose those brands of food that contain less salt.
Hello, I'm the expert of sugar and I'm going to explain what the sugar is and some tips and recommendations to avoid using them.
We all know the benefits of sugar, sweetening dishes, making them more appetizing, but what very few people think is about the great disadvantages of sugar and the serious damage it causes in our body. I will explain more in depth the advantages and disadvantages. Sugar nourishes the nervous system that is responsible for nourishing neurons, has an antidepressant effect, since sugar activates the reward system of our brain, has a relaxing effect and ultimately increases glycation stores. As you already know, sugar has many positive effects, but unfortunately, sugar has more negative than positive properties. Sugar increases caries, generates aging, worsens health in general, contributes to osteoporosis, causes a slow metabolism, fatigue, and lack of energy, favors obesity and overweight, among many other things. All these advantages and disadvantages are possessed by white natural sugar. Most of the sugar that we usually take is not natural. It's artificial and processed, which is called refined sugar. So the sugar that we know will have fewer benefits and more disadvantages. There are many substitutes for sugar, and I will explain them below. We have divided the sugar substitutes into artificial not recommended, natural not recommended, and natural recommended. The recommended natural ones are, for example, raw honey, coconut, sugar, and stevia, which are suitable for sweetening, although not recommended. It means that we can abuse them. The not recommended natural ones, such as refined white sugar, than the fructose that can be treated to our health, and the artificial ones that are not recommended, such as saccharin, glucose, and maltodextrin, which are not recommended to be taken because some studies claim that they are carcinogenic and dangerous to our body. The conclusion is that there are no sweetener that can be used every day, and what we should do is to stop making use of them that often. If we stop using them, our taste will evolve and stop craving for the sweet.
What to say about these cereals? I will say that probably more than half of sugar than cereals. After an hour, the glucose has suddenly dropped and you are dizzy, grumpy and hungry, ready for whatever candy you find. After a few years, obesity and diabetes, come on, it's better to take the tablespoons than this. These cookies that have delighted so many generations of children are a time bomb for the heart because of its high content of partially hydrogenated fats, not to mention the type of palm oil it carries, a carcinogenic oil. The croissant is a food that meets all the requirements to be excluded from a healthy diet. It's okay to take it once a while, but apart from having a lot of saturated fats, it takes a lot of sugar. This soluble cocoa that we all mix with milk in the morning is made with 70% of sugar and with only 20% cocoa that is supposed to be what is made. That the chips are paste oil already knows anyone who has opened a package and seen the silver plastic shine in the sun. There is, however, both are considered to be of a little benefit to health. These cookies contain a lot of salt as well as many preservatives and flavor enhancers that make them more harmful to our body. Blue fish that gives us fats rich in omega-3 that helps us lower cholesterol. In addition, they provide completed proteins, they have iron, vitamin A and D. There are people who take them as a method of entertainment. A clear example is watching television, but a large group of these are unaware that they are loaded with very healthy nutrients that make up an excellent protector against the risk of cardiovascular disease. And again, so no matter how much salt they have, that they have it, it's a compensated thanks to the large amount of nutrients that they contain.